Hey y'all, it's your girl Ashley Camille here at Fifth House Bloom. This message is for Virgo. Virgo placements for the week of March 25th through March 31st. This is general guidance, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. At this time, I'd like to welcome forth the power and the presence of the elevated guides who can assist me in delivering this message for Virgo. May you open up our ears so that we hear the truth of liberation. May you open up our minds so that we may bloom. May you open up our hearts so that we may embrace our divinity. I ask for assistance in delivering this message with clarity, empathy, and ease. I give thanks. Okay, Virgo, I'm in a tent, taking a little solo vacation. Your first card is, in case you were wondering, your first card is Dragon Horde, protecting the future. Magician's Sword, confidence in your magic. Okay, Horned Cactus, resourcefulness, the defense energy here, baby. What are you fighting for? What are you protecting? What have you worked too hard for to sacrifice? All right, give me a second. I'm going to take my time. For those of you who have a practice of your protection, specifically as it pertains to others draining you. For those who that does not resonate for, you still operate in the more practical sense with an energy of protection, right? This, give me a second, because it does feel like guarding from like an external thing, external person, place, thing. There is an energy of saving, of stocking up, of having in the event that some shit pops off. And so on an individual level, if this is needed for yourself in the way that you are engaging with yourself or your actions, if let's use money for an example, then you need to be saving. You need to be more diligent in your financial practices. You need to potentially put yourself on a spending freeze, right? That is a guard, a protection of what is to come in the future, to have something set aside, right? Maybe every time you get the urge to just like, you're just throwing stuff in that cart, or you at Target just knocking things in there. Instead, how much did that cost? Add it to savings. Go ahead and send it straight to savings. Put it back on the shelf. While you're in there, transfer it over to savings. That's a sense of, that's a protecting yourself in the future. Still using the example of money. Maybe somebody is asking for some now, right? If you do not have it, if it will put you in a position of not being able to meet your needs, you don't have it, right? And I know it can be difficult to say no. And of course, this is general guidance. And also, you know your people, you know your community, you know what's up or what's going on better than I do. However, do not put yourself in a position where you do not have the resource to take care of yourself and to meet your needs. This is, again, protecting your future. And so there does seem like there needs to be more of a sharpness, more of a directness when you are handling these things. This might also be your output of energy, right? So again, this is in the more practical sense. Do you have capacity to provide that type of emotional support that someone might be asking of you? It's okay if you don't. It's okay if you don't. We are not always going to be 100% on. But state that that is a way of protecting your energy. That is then, because if not, you become drained. You have nothing left. You were operating from an empty cup. And so moving forward in the things that you need to do, the support you need to have, right? Because you might be in need of that support. Ask for it, get it, but take stock, be clear, check in about what you have the capacity for, what resource you have available. And again, I'm going back to it. Up that protection, up your protection practices. I think, like specifically around a draining, and that might be an energy, that might be like a people kind of like being kind of watched, people kind of checking for what you're doing type of thing, attaching themselves. Oh no, create the barriers, right? Other types of protection are your boundaries of people. If you are feeling weird about these situations, trust your intuition, check in with yourself, make sure you're coming from a settled, in a clear place. Don't talk yourself out of the pain. Don't talk yourself out of it. There might need to be some boundaries in place. That is protection. Just checking to see if I need anything else from here. Okay, let's see if we can get, that was pretty clear. Well, let's see if there's anything additional. Action for Virgo. Action. Lovers in reverse at the bottom. Yeah. I don't know who or what that is, but it feels like some sort of, again, like a disharmonious, unhealthy, like attachment to you, or trying to be attached to you, or trying to get from you. Even the ring around there is protection. Okay. We have the Fire of Fire, which is the Knight of Wands in the traditional tarot. Air of Earth, with this Page of Pentacles in the traditional tarot. The Emperor. The Emperor. This is giving me that energy. But what are you protecting? That you have built, that you are working towards. Give me a second. Is that the moon? We got that on the lunar eclipse on the 25th. So it potentially, for some, it's feeling like very connected to some type of material long-term goal that you have. When I say material, I mean like things that are here in the physical world. So that could be your bank account, that could be a business, that could be like purchasing a home, that could be coming into some type of relationship, thinking about our goals that kind of materialize in this physical world, especially with the Emperor here. And so at this point, especially in the energy of eclipse season, of it being, quite revealing, quite informative of what either needs to go away or what might be coming, how to do it, right? I feel like you feel clear on your goals, but are starting to get into the action of it, right? Starting to plant the seeds so that it may grow. And so again, taking it back to your resource, that you must be careful with it now. You must start to form those habits now. You must be diligent and protective of these things now so that it can contribute, invest, merge into what you are trying to build in the future. All right, Virgo.